In our video, we reflect on 5 aspects, which are intercultural conflict, intercultural communication competence, stereotyping, cultural attitudes, and intercultural communication apprehension. I would like to start with the last one, and what I will do, I will say the theory first and then reflect the aspect on our video. Intercultural communication apprehension is the fear or anxiety people experience while communicating with each other. Individuals tend to view people from other cultures as strangers when they are confronted with cultural differences. This is what happens in our video during the dinner scene. When both families see how each other communicates, they see how totally culturally different they are from each other, and therefore it creates anxiety and anger towards each other. And what they should have done, they should have thought about it before starting the dinner. They should have realized the possible cultural differences and tried to avoid them. Another aspect is intercultural communication competence. It's defined as the degree to which you effectively adapt your verbal and non-verbal messages to the appropriate cultural context. That's exactly what I mentioned before, and this aspect is reflected on our final scene, where the book with all the facts that they should have studied appears. This aspect and scene shows how important it is to be culturally wise and to have enough knowledge about it. Stereotypes. Stereotyping involves members of one group attributing characteristics to members of another group. Stereotypes are most reflected on the breakfast scene, where both families think of all the negative stereotypes before even getting to know each other. They don't have any proof that if these stereotypes are real or not. Is just what they think of when they think of different culture. Again, what they should have done is they should have thought of positive stereotypes too. Maybe then the situation wouldn't have gone so bad. Intercultural conflict. According to the book, the intercultural conflict is the experience of emotional frustration or mismatched expectations between individuals from different cultures who perceive an incompatibility between their values, norms, goals, scarce resources, or outcomes during an international intercultural exchange. It appears when cultural group membership factors influence how individuals approach, avoid, and manage conflict. Intercultural conflict is the most important aspect in our video, because it is created by all the other aspects, by the lack or use too much, by the lack of competence and apprehension, and by too much stereotyping and cultural attitudes. Cultural attitudes. It's everywhere in our video, and for example, when Japanese woman is waiting for the man to sit and the Dutch man is waiting for the women to sit, it's because of their totally different cultural attitudes, and they both try to do the best. However, these two aspects collide with each other. Therefore, even though it is so normal for women to sit while men sit in Japan, and in Holland it is opposite, because it is polite for the man to sit for the man to stand while woman is sitting. And our intercultural conflict, that's how it is created, by all these aspects.
The main goal of our video was to show people that the majority of all stereotypes are wrong, and in intercultural communication context, it creates nothing else but miscommunication, awkwardness, and in the worst case, conflict. Our target group was people between 15 and 30, and the message we wanted to send was, it is very important not to react impulsively while communicating with somebody who is in one way or another different from you. It is necessary not to put any stereotypical tag, but try to see situation from a different angle instead. This message is relevant to our target audience because people between the 15 and 30 tend to socialize more than other age groups. Therefore, they meet more different people with different cultures, and the possibility of miscommunication increases.
Yes, we did. In the simplest way, we showed our audience the importance of not using negative stereotypes on each other. Like in our video, each family, before even meeting each other properly, they already set each other against each other using negative stereotypes. Our goal is illustrated best at the scene where families are having brunch, which I just mentioned, with stereotyping each other and setting each other against each other. And our message is best illustrated on the final scene with a big book coming out and with all the facts that each family should have known before having dinner. And even though in our video this problem is solved magically, and so easy it doesn't happen in the real life, people should really understand the importance of intercultural communication and have a basic knowledge before communicating with each other. One.
Well, I think that if we had to do the assignment again, we'll do it just exactly the same way like we did it, because it was really interesting for us to research these questions and to research these different cultures, and also maybe we'll include more characters, more heroes, just to be more clear in our message, and some more cultural differences between both countries and both nationalities and their values, their religions, their habits and things like that. And maybe would expand that this short dinner to like one day and their really everyday life.